St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward, we just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. A blessed and wonderful good afternoon to my amazing St. Martin family and our SOS family all around the world. How you doing today? Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolax Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, and tell them it's another beautiful Sunday here on the Friendly Island of St. Martin, and it's time to tune into SOS Radio 95.9 FM from 12 to 12:30 to another interesting topics we have here on Strictly Business. Of course, before we get started, we'd like to shout out to all our sponsors that we have, and of course, quick shout out to all our loyal listeners that we have always bigging us up. You want to do some great grocery shopping, you got to go and visit the Aki Supermarket. They are located right there on the Illage Road for all your grocery shopping needs today and during the week. And if you want that fresh haircut for the ladies, for the children, for the men, to look good for the week on your job, you got to go and visit the Los Mejores Barbershop, located right there on the Illage Road for that fresh haircut. And then during the week, if you're thinking movies, you're thinking entertainment, you got to think the #1 spots at the Video Block. We're located right there in French Quarter for all the latest movies on USB, on DVD. Get them on your hard drive, even on your smartphone. They also got a nice selection of PS4 games as well. So if you're thinking movies, think the Video Block. If you want some great tasting barbecue food, we got some spots for you. We got Jerky's. Jerky's Tiki Hut, located right there on the Illage Road for some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We got Jerky's Tiki Hut, located right by the Plaza Casino as well. And if you're over the hill, we got Caribbean Jerky's, located right across the Megaplex Cinema for that great tasting food. Not forgetting, we got Fat Boy Jimmy right there on the Pondfield for all that great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We also like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. Thank you so much for your continued support. And if you're looking for apartments or commercial spaces, #1 place to call is J&J Properties. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And for all your flat screen TVs, your surround system, your electronics, you got to go and visit the Bull Chance Electronics Store located right there on Front Street. Thank you so much, Bull Chance. And for some more great tasting food, we got Stasha's Restaurant right next to Aki Supermarket. Give them a call at 550-9108 or 524-9834. That's Stasha's. And last but not least, we got the Supreme Supermarket located right here in the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road, #1 for all your grocery shopping needs today. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. Brother Judy in the house. What's up, bro?
How you doing today?
Bless.
Everything is nice.
Smooth. Yeah, man. Happy to be here in the land of the living, bro.
You had a nice program last week, man. I really love it.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate that.
The program was nice, man. You know, I really couldn't make it last week, boy. You know,
things happen.
Yeah. I was on a run trying to get here.
Things happen.
And you know, actually, a car was coming right on me, you know, right in the curve and arch road there. And
had to swing away.
Yeah, boy. So I had to swing, and the tiger catch. You know. You know, I meet the guy after. The guy know him, you know.
Okay.
I said, boy, you need to kill me, boy.
Okay.
It cost me $100. He said, boy, you're not me, you know. You're not me. So that what happened.
Okay.
But bro, how things on the island, boy, a lot of things going on. I don't know if you realize.
A lot going on.
A lot is going on, Brian, you know. But Brian, I wanted to, you know, I sit down and I just ask myself about the government, about this government in office now, right? Why
strongest government we got?
No, I just asking you. Why so much criticism, brother? Look, remember it's not me, yeah? It's different where different people talking. Why so much criticism? What do you think?
Well, I guess you could look at one aspect that the opposition is doing a job.
Yeah.
Opposition isn't sleeping.
Yeah.
So they are making the public known all the shortcomings of this current government.
Yeah.
You know, so that's key right there. If they were sleeping, then we would think everything is good.
I hear because when I look at meetings, I hear 1 or 2 parliamentarians saying that this government is anti-St. Martin.
We're hearing that a lot.
I'm hearing that a lot, brother. I'm hearing that a lot. You know, I see businessmen talking about it. You know, several people approach me talking about it, and I wonder why. Why is it anti-St. Martin? You know.
But we hear members of parliament say it as well. Probably not necessarily anti-St. Martin,
but they're looking out for their best interests and their people.
Yeah.
So whoever is in a position that they don't like and they didn't vote for them, on the party lines, they tend to look to, hey, your contract is up, or for whatever reasons, they want to put their people in power.
Yeah,
in place.
that's
unfortunate.
The scandal that had last week, I don't know if you heard of it, about the boatyard and Michael Ferrier, etc. I got different question marks. I was just telling you about it, Brian. As I say, they say the gentleman owed the government 1.3 million in taxes, right? And you ask yourself, okay, if he had owed the government 1.3 million in taxes, or whoever he's in business with, he and the partner, you ask yourself, this gentleman was the minister of, not Vromi, not Tia, the minister of finance in our country. So, and according to me, when they screen you, they screen if you owe taxes also. You remember?
Correct.
Because I remember they said one of the reasons why Terry Heidegger couldn't become minister is because he owed taxes. I don't know if you remember that. I remember various people that they put up for minister, that is what they was coming for. They said they can't become minister because they owe taxes or whatever. So how this gentleman going to pass the screening then?
Great question.
That's a question I have. Because,
great question.
Because if remember, they do screening in depth. That's what they say. And you ask yourself, if it's in depth, how come you didn't see this? I don't know if you're following me.
Of course. And it brings you to question again.
It brings you to question
who's doing the screening.
Who's doing the screening? Or is it just who they want, they put in there?
Those things are coming to light.
You understand me? I don't know if they put who they want, they put in there. So all of these things are coming to light. Remember, when you're a minister of finance, that means you deal with the money, Brian. You own the money. It's not own, but you is the man of the money. You is the man that deals with the money.
Giving an okay, you're making the signal, you're signing, giving the green light.
Giving the green light to several things. And in this same scandal, Brian, pull up the thing I sent to you, the article. I read how the minister of Rumi, there's another minister of Rumi, how several times he and Mr. Ferrier was talking, etc., to increase or not, to get an extension on the long lease. And Brian, I remember I seen how I read in the article how Michael Ferrier sent a letter, and he's saying, let me see he's saying, right? But what I find a little strange about this thing is he's saying somebody walk into the office, right, asking for $35,000 to supposedly extend the land, right? But he mentioned everybody's name. He should have mentioned that person's name too, Vinzo? He had to mention his name. Why he didn't mention his name? You have to mention his name also. Mention his name, put him on the spot.
Who is this person?
Who is this person?
Yeah.
Brian, and it puts you to mind of several things. Brian, imagine, as I told you, the when you live in it, meaning you self are passing through some struggles with the government, and you send, me personally we send a letter to the government, because remember the land thing, about the land, etc. And the government didn't want to give us, the minister didn't want to give us the building permit. And you hear people saying, boy, most probably that people want money, but you get so, meaning naive.
Somebody looking for a hand.
I believe, I tell myself now, man, I don't believe
somebody wants.
I don't believe in St. Martin. These things just be going on. You just be naive not to believe it. But when you see an article like that Michael Ferrier wrote, I don't know if it's right or it's true or what, but question marks come in your head, because remember, I see on several occasions how the minister called Michael and for them to meet and talk, but and I'm feeling as my situation. I'm just to give you an example, it doesn't matter. I spend my money on architecture, I spend my money on deeds, and you just send me a letter, I send back a letter, my architect sent back a letter to the Minister of Rumi, telling him that your points, that you, defending all the points why he doesn't want to give me a building permit, and he's giving, imagine beaches now, you go on beaches or restaurants and you see all stuff that are being violated. You
Just-
take your measurements,
just
and
unjust,
then it's just unjust. And then
Yeah.
when you see
Yeah.
Christopher Emmanuel in Parliament, he said it's all about money, and it's true, brother.
Mhm.
It is all about money,
Mhm.
and it's all about the one who has the deeper pockets.
Mhm. We,
That-
we knew that from day one.
It's all about
It's
that.
coming to light now.
You know, but Brian, I refuse to give nobody
Mhm.
money.
I
I'm
agree
not
with you.
giving nobody no money.
I agree.
You know, everything that comes through the ministry, the minister has to do his job.
Correct. You working
sign
hard
the
and you-
permits for
and
me.
you
I
going by
work
the
hard.
book.
I going by the book.
Yeah.
I was born here, so I'm looking for my building permit.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and Brian, as I said, I'm 21. I'm not gonna rest. You know, I'm gonna keep fighting.
Mhm.
You know,
Which
but
you should.
well, I'm just gonna keep fighting, and which I suggest every St. Martin person keep fighting,
Yeah.
because I know there's a lot of people out there is struggling and fighting
Mhm.
to get certain things signed.
Mhm.
You know, people walk, everybody getting through, but you can't get through. Isn't that strange?
Yep.
Look,
Go ahead.
look, a few weeks ago, no, I
Mhm.
think it was last week. A good gentleman from Captain D's, Dino,
Mhm.
he had a video. I don't know if you see it.
Mhm. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw the video, and he was saying of the whole parking
So
lot.
they have an issue there.
Another
again?
issue again, Brian. Another issue. I'm not sure what it is,
Yeah.
but according to him, they're gonna bring a hotel down there. You know, me and you, Brian, we can fight.
Mhm.
You know, we from here we fight. We argue. You know, but we from here.
Mhm.
You know, but when you gonna come, another fella from outside, they gonna come mess with you. I gonna stand up for you, Brian.
Mhm.
Because it's what's going on is not right. You know, I remember the ex-minister of Rumi. I don't know if you remember. He said he was going to build. I remember that clearly, like it was yesterday.
What's that?
By the Kim Shaw Beach,
Mhm.
he was going to build a building,
Mhm.
like a parking lot, and below is gonna have commercial spaces.
Mhm.
You know, commercial spaces, and the commercial spaces he's gonna put in the tenants from the booths,
Mhm.
and he's gonna rent them out, and they're gonna have to pay government rent. All of that was lined out.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, Brian, government fall. That does show you things happen so fast.
Yeah.
Government fall, bam, a restaurant there. Brand new, nice restaurant. So close to the beach.
Mhm.
Anyhow, bam, turn around. Dino on the radio and on the Facebook talking about they want some hotel to come there.
Where is the hotel going?
You know, Brian, I'm not sure. I'm just telling you what he
Okay.
said on the. I didn't get no facts because, you know, I'm not in the ministry.
Mhm.
But he
It's
said,
going in that area.
it's going in that area, because if he talk about it like that, that means he had to get a catch, or somebody inside told him what's going to happen. You know, how is it possible, Brian? Is a parking lot that government self-created.
Mhm.
Understand me? Created meaning by putting all those booths there.
Mhm.
Let me rephrase. The first booth down there was the booth for my father. I don't know if you remember.
Mhm. Of course.
My father put on a booth there, and the place was a junkyard.
Mhm.
But he had a vision that it would have been something great, you know. And all of a sudden, you know the story,
Mhm.
he get moved out. And then Dino stayed there, and then the government decide they're gonna put a parking lot, and they come with more booths.
More boots.
The government then.
Mhm.
But now they're saying on the road that, well, I guess the minister have to confirm, because I don't know. I think maybe if a parliamentarian can come out, nobody came out and talk about it, but I'm sure somebody will.
Mhm.
Confirm that they're gonna come with a hotel there, and all the booths has to go. I mean,
It's a money racket, bro.
so,
Who has the deeper pockets?
you know. So then you ask yourself, why? Something is definitely something is wrong. Something is wrong, you know.
As we can see, it's clearly not proper planning.
Yeah.
You know, it's not proper plan at all, and there's no follow through. It's whichever government in there, they decide to do what they want.
And you know, Brian,
And expense to the people.
expense to the people. And when you go yesterday, I went to a little party. Had a young one was her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I was out in Red Pond, and Brian, I'm seeing all these properties that are abandoned.
Oh yeah.
You know, properties that, you know, they have a hotel, a Red Pond project. We were supposed to come there,
Mhm.
and I don't know what happened to it. You know, these are all things, Brian, that can boost the economy no matter what you do. You know, these are hotels that can come and people get jobs. You know, and I'm wondering, you know, we have a government, you know, that's a project, and all these properties that's abandoned that can create 50 or 100 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
the best thing is to do to approach the investor, ask him why is it on hold. I don't know if you understand.
Of course.
Why is it on hold?
Of course.
What can government do to help you? You know, meaning if they tell you, all right, I ain't got no money, redirect them with a bank. See if a bank can help them. So you know, make out a business plan, and to see how this can benefit St. Martin also.
Exactly. Yeah.
Beautiful condos, Brian. When I see how you see potential in them. I see it.
Wow.
You know, I see it. I was sitting down there and I'm saying, boy,
And they're empty right now.
empty, just there for years, standing up there, you know, and the government is just concentrating on things that you wonder if they don't have nothing else to do. You know?
It makes you wonder, bro.
It makes you wonder that as they don't have nothing to do, you know. As MP Duran, his opinion is that Prime Minister is selling out the country. That is his opinion, and we have to respect his opinion. You know, he and the Prime Minister also, I don't know if you follow it, had a little tete-tete between each other someday there before the budget meeting, you know. And I just wonder, imagine a Prime Minister is telling MP to watch out. Because remember, that was what MP Duran said. I don't think because you could see he was heat up. I don't think he's going to lie something like that.
I think she said, keep talking and you'll see.
Keep talking and you will see.
Yeah. Which could mean a lot of different things.
Yeah, which can mean a lot of different things.
But for the people of St. Martin too, we don't want to see no tit for tat.
No, we don't want to see that.
We don't have time for that.
We don't have time for that. You know.
It's supposed to be big professional
people. You know, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But remember, if you put yourself in the shoes of the MP.
Bro, when I see those things, that's what gets me disgusted at times. When I tell you about the news and the this and that, it gets me disgusted. So I see it mostly now on Facebook, and I just scroll through them things fast. And I see some long stories and it going on and on and on. I say, wow, look what social media created. Everybody's a reporter, everybody has a voice, everybody putting up a video. So it becomes
bringing down each other.
Yeah, it becomes too much.
But Brian, I still believe, right?
The outside world and the Dutch and the French and whoever's looking, yes, look how we got them. Lead them focus on each other. But we're gonna come to the back door, we're gonna take this from them, we're gonna take their land from them, we're gonna take that. Lead them keep cussing. Lead them keep butting heads. We're gonna come to the back door, we're gonna take, before they know it, they out in a corner. That's what they're gonna keep doing us, you know.
Yeah. But you know, Brian,
it's happening.
No, but I still believe, right? When you are who's the president or prime minister of Dominica? Scarrett, right? Scarrett? Billy?
Yeah.
Scarrett, right?
Yeah.
When you are prime minister of a country, remember he been elected several times, eh? I believe, Brian, the people supposed to have a certain love for you. You don't you believe that? I believe that. The people supposed to have a love for you, you know, they're supposed to feel good about you. When somebody talk about Billy D, he's a prime minister, they're supposed to why he's a good person, you know, he does a good stuff for the country.
But you know the saying goes, you don't miss something until it's gone, or you don't miss someone until they're gone.
Yeah.
Did they have anything good to say about the former prime minister when he was there? No, right? No. But now that he's gone, he was the best.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but I'm still saying no that when you hear people talking, you know, the way they talk about our prime minister, it's not nice, bro. You know, it's not nice, a nice feeling, because these people are from here, and the way they talk about their ministers. Remember, Brian, the ministers are people that they do everything now. They carry out all the work. You know.
But it boils down to, at the end of the day, how that person obtained their position.
Yeah.
You understand? It boils down to that too, because we could go back a few years ago, of all the debacle that happened. Which party she was on, when she promised she wasn't leaving, and then she jumped, and then this, and then that. And now, you know, so it boils down to a whole lot of different factors. You know, that people just don't like what they see.
Yeah. People they're not liking what they see. You know, imagine, Brian, if I'm not mistaken, I understood that they threatened the Prime Minister's life. I think it's on two occasions. You know, so if it comes to that, that means, you know, you're in a position that basically the people don't want you to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand me.
Of course.
Because if you're Prime Minister, Brian, and tomorrow you get 50 or 90 votes, then you know it's something that, because if you look at it, if you go back William Allen, he didn't do well as he used to do, but he gained some votes. So that means had some people still agree with him.
Correct.
Had some people still was looking at, hey, what he did was correct, what he did was good. You know, or they would have voted him out.
All of that was after the fact too.
Yeah, all of that.
After the fact of saying, boy, I thought the grass was greener on the other side, but it isn't.
Yeah.
You know, so then you appreciate what you had.
And when you read the comments on Facebook, people are like, boy, people get disgusted because this is what's happening with our country, you know. There's so much things need to be done in this country, you know. And as I say, you know, Brian, people out there still need roofs. You know, and if you're a government and that is not your priority, Brian, then what is? Understand me well?
Correct.
If you're a government and you're doing all sorts of things, and there's people out there still with no roofs, then we have a serious problem. A serious problem we have. Serious problem.
Yeah. Our priorities.
Our priorities, because Brian, there's people out there suffering, you know, and the fact is, no matter how you cut it, Brian, like the lady said in an article that the government spent a bunch of money in Carnival and I hear with no roof. You know, so have people out there still feel a way that, and Brian, and if you don't look out for your people, you don't look out for your poor people, your people who don't have no roof, etc., it's not gonna come out good. Believe me, brother, it can't come out good. It cannot come out good, because when it was an election, according to one of the MPs said, when there was election, you did rallies, all type of things you did. But when you're inside there now,
beg the people to vote.
When you're inside there now, nothing is going on. You're hiding. Nothing can get done. Not even a rock is moving in St. Martin.
Brother, we know the formula, and they don't have it. I said it just now. Proper planning. Oh, we go. Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
They don't have no plan, and they're depending on all of this so-called Dutch funds, Dutch money, and we know who call the shots.
And the process up to yet no money, brother.
Yeah, but we begging the
and hold on. Before we go, I just read something like yesterday, Brian. One of the Dutch officials say, listen to this. If all you don't load on all your salary, we ain't sending no money. Brian, at a certain time now, one of these days, you know what they're gonna tell us? Give us all the ministries. If all you don't give us all the ministries, you ain't getting no money. That's how it's going, Brian. That's what's going on here now. The Dutch want to jump, move left, move right. If not, this ain't happening. That means you really don't want to help us, Brian. You're not helping St. Martin from the heart. I don't know if you follow me.
Yeah, they're helping of what they could get out of it.
They're checking of what they can get out of it.
Yeah.
How it's gonna become. You know, because if you want to help, Brian,
and that's what gets the people a bit frustrated.
Exactly.
Because they want a leader, they want a prime minister who would hear these type of comments or these articles, and they want a leader, a prime minister, to come to the people and say, this is what they're asking, and this is unacceptable.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
We already submitted to your conditions initially, so don't come adding on any more conditions. And give us the funds you promised us.
Yeah.
Or give us the funds you owe us. You know, because it could boil down to a lot of different things. So right now they have us in a corner as if we are begging.
Yeah, like we're begging.
We are begging.
And every day, Brian, there's another condition.
Yeah.
Do this. Jump here. Move left. Yeah. Cut the land into it. Give me a piece of land. Do this. Do that. And then I'll give you money. You know, isn't that a type of blackmailing? That's what it is. You know, you keep telling the parliamentarians, lower down your salary, do this.
The MP Durant said, what? They're bribing. It's a bribe.
But it's a bribe.
First of all, it's a bribe.
It's a bribe. It's blackmail. And I think their perspective of seeing it is everything that comes to table now, the Prime Minister is agreeing to it. That's how the MPs are seeing it. Everything that they say, listen, hey, do this, collapse it, do that. Bam, they do that. It's like MP said, he's not working for CONOPS. He was elected by his people.
Correct.
He's not working for CONOPS. He's elected by his people, and if something he sees it can't fly, it's not going to fly. You know?
Bro, this is the strongest government we ever had.
So
Strongest government, because she ain't falling.
You mean she's so strong that she holding tight? Yeah,
I think they believe they holding the Dutch hand in hand, so they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
They could care less what St. Martin people.
Imagine,
St.
Brian, we are the
have
9th
to say.
of June now, right? No budget. No budget. And they postponed the meeting to, I think it's the beginning of July. I don't know if you saw the last meeting. That was the last meeting to start off with fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the MP and the Prime Minister.
Okay.
You know, so let me see what will happen, boy. Let's just see what will happen.
That's all we could do.
That's all we could do. But I would tell everybody in St. Martin, Brian, protect what is yours and fight for it. Don't leave nobody tell you you can't or you won't. You know, fight for it. You know, you be careful. Don't be reckless.
Yeah.
But look at them vigilantly and go out and do your part.
And at the end of the day, you have to fight for what's yours.
You have
because
to.
Even in your situation, bro, remember, who's ever in power is there temporary.
Temporary, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You here.
Yes.
You
I
do
hear.
what you have
I
to
do
do.
what I have to
They are
do.
temporary.
And a lot of them think they're there forever.
Exactly.
You know, because
Exactly. So that's why you have to keep your head up and do what you have to do.
I have to do what I have to do,
For
you
sure.
know, and the sad part is when you see the arrogance come in, you know, the arrogance. Brian, to me, the MP and the PM, they had no words to give each other.
Correct.
Okay? We are professionals.
That's my sentiments exactly.
We are professionals.
I wouldn't below myself or belittle myself to get in no tit for tat or to get
No.
he say, she say. No.
You know?
I'm on the floor of Parliament, I'm going to do my job, so what I
If
have
the
to
guy,
say.
if you're the Prime Minister and he disagree, that's how it go, Brian. That's
You
how
see,
it go.
But honestly, for me as a civilian, a person, a citizen just looking up, you could tell it hurts or it bothers the Prime Minister and the ministers that right here, Tuesday night, you get MPs to come and say what they got to say. You understand?
But they could set up a radio station.
But that's what hurting them.
They could tell Billy,
Trust-
I know, hold on.
Trust
I
me,
know
that's
for
what
sure,
happened.
Brian. If one of those ministers tell Billy, I want a program, you don't get them as long as they pay him. And then talk to the people.
Yeah.
You have to talk to your people, brother. You can't, okay, if Jurandi and Emmanuel and all of them come in and let go in shots on you, come on the radio and explain to people at St. Martin what's going on. Very simple. You don't have to be aggressive or take out skeletons. No. You just, you follow me? You just tell the people at St. Martin, this is what we're doing and this is what we're going to do. You know? And because when you see on Wednesdays, when they talk on Wednesdays and when they ask them certain questions, they say something and then they say something different. And all of that, but like you say, that Tuesday night thing.
Yeah, that hitting them hard, man. That hitting them hard. That bothers them.
Yeah,
That bothers them.
And you know, Brian,
And they know the majority of the population tune in.
Yeah.
They're hearing what's going
The
on.
population tune in because
Shots
they want to
been fired.
know what's going on. They
Yeah.
want to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I want to send a shout out to my father still, you know, Brian?
The senior.
Senior out there, you know, I know he's sure he's listening.
Big ups. Big ups.
You know? So, but Brian, we reach our time. I hope we brought some information to our people at St. Martin. You know, St. Martin, we're going to keep looking at the situations. And all of you, what is going through struggles, going through fights with governments, you know, just keep your head high and keep fighting for what is yours. We're going to get there. Don't worry. You're going to get there because whoever government is here and whoever is there is telling you that you can't and you won't, don't worry. Somebody is going to come in that office and who's going to be truly working for the people of St. Martin, and they're going to give you a break.
Well said. Correct. St. Martin people, that's our time for today. Quick shout out again to all the loyal listeners that we have that meet us on the road and say, hey, Sundays are there, man. I tune in with y'all. Loving the program. We appreciate it very much. So remember, life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose because time waits on no one. Until next time, strictly business.